Today's video is going to be about a free-to-play, easily attainable team to beat the new hard mode special expedition. This is for Katana. Definitely a higher difficulty than most dungeons, but these are easily obtainable monsters. Also going to talk about the One Punch Man collab probably a little bit. If you like all my videos and like my content, hit the sub button, hit the like button, hit that bell dingy dingy thing so you know when I post a video. Let's go, baby. Tip of the day, with the new One Punch Man Rupture Dungeon. This is what gets you Carnage Kabuto souls, which you need for the Subjugation Loot Exchange event. Now if you're lucky to pull a natural 5-star unit from the COLLAB event tickets, then again you're extremely lucky, because it's free to play, that's what you need, luck. But you do get the 4-star light and dark monsters, King and the Man to ride your mum. So for this dungeon evolution of Ascension with Carnage Kabuto, what you want to do is bring COLLAB units with you. When you beat the dungeon while using COLLAB units, you will get extra souls as a reward. So it's very important to add these COLLAB units in your team comp so you get more rewards for that shop event. Look at that face. As you see here, I have one COLLAB unit in my team. I get an extra 50. At the bottom it says bonus rewards have been sent for using One Punch Man elites. If you bring in 3 One Punch Man collab units, you will get more rewards. But like I said, if you're free to play, good luck on that. Because honestly, that's what you need is luck. I've already burned 28 tickets. And I haven't got an Nat 5 yet. I think free to play gets around 50 tickets. Maybe CompTOS has some deal later in the month, because the event lasts a month, that they're gonna give us like a selector ticket to select one of the 6, maybe? Because they are giving us free skill ups for a natural 5-star unit. But if we have all these skill ups, Devilmons for these COLLAB units, and we don't pull a natural 5-star unit, what is the point? So I'm hoping they have some kind of selector ticket, because currently this COLLAB event is not free to play friendly, and you need to spend to get the COLLAB units right now. But if the month is up, and you used all your tickets, you're kind of SOL. But let's see if we get a little bit of luck here. Probably not, because it's me, and I'm free to play. So I don't spend, and no natural 5-star unit. Good mobile gacha MMOs. They have a free to play aspect, and they have the pay to advance quicker aspect. Not the pay to win aspect. If your business structure is pay to win, the game is going to fail. If you go about the pay to advance quicker structure, your game will last for a very long time. I'm sure it's a business contract, and that's why there's separate tickets, because the One Punch Man collab probably costs a little bit more money than any other collab. But honestly, this is not the way to do it. I mean, there's 6 natural 5-star units. There's no way free to play is ever going to be able to get all 6. And really just extremely lucky if you get 1. I don't know, but personally, like, this collab was super hyped for everybody, including myself, but now it's kind of a letdown. You tell me your thoughts down below. The more you know. Alright, Special Expedition Hard Mode. We have Light KAMARI. The main things about Light KAMARI is she applies a ton of harmful effects. When her HP falls below 20%, she will apply Soul Protection. So if she dies with Soul Protection, she gets revived. She also has an unremovable attack buff, which she will hit hard. And she has AoE slow, and it's really annoying. I've tried a lot of different free-to-play teams on this. It's extremely hard. Light KAMARI is obviously light, so you definitely, as a summoner, you want to bring in a dark element. I'm going to give you a team comp for all summoners. And really, it just depends on what summoner you are, is what you would switch out with one monster. For this Special Expedition Hard Mode, you need 1 Mage Monster and 1 Fire Knight. I'm going to give you the super free-to-play option that will work 90% of the time. And that's really all you need, because it's only 7 entries, and if you manual this, it makes it even easier. But for Orbia, you go in with Dark Staff. For your Fire Knight, you have Colleen. You put her as Soul Link and just spam her heal and attack buff. For your Mage Monster, the free-to-play 100% unit is Chiwu. You can get them in the monster story now. He applies beneficial block effect, and also he can remove buffs if the buffs are already up on like KAMARI. Now for this third spot, for Orbia, I've gone through a lot of different monsters, but I'm going back to the basics. And here I'm bringing Shannon. The reason I'm bringing Shannon is a defense buff is huge against like KAMARI. But the thing is, she also brings a defense down on the enemy and an attack down on the enemy as well. But because of the defense down and the attack up from Shannon and Colleen and the defense buff, this will help Orbia as my main damage dealer and Chiwu as like a mid damage dealer. I'll talk about Cleaf and Kina in a minute. I'm going to show you how this dungeon runs with this easily free to play team. Like I said, I only use the skill 2 on Soul Link for Colleen for the heal and the attack buff, and then I just let the game go to work. And obviously you can manually this, like you can easily manual this, which makes it a lot easier because you're getting out of all the AoE slows and the AoE hits from KAMARI, whatever. But really, it's about auto, right? So really what you want to do is bring one main damage dealer and then like a secondary damage dealer with all summoners. I have Chiwu on a damage build. He doesn't do much damage, but it works. As long as you have the right mechanics and you can survive and you have the beneficial block effect or even buff strips, you will be able to do it just fine. Now for Cleaf and Kina, because you're not Orbia, you need an extra damage dealer. But you need to keep the Fire Knight and the Mage Monster in your team comp. So Cleaf and Kina give a little bit more support to your monsters for survivability. So you can definitely take out Shannon here, and what you want to bring is your best damage dealer. Preferably if it's dark. This could be Crow. Crow is probably your best free to play option, being the stronger element and can do a lot of damage. As long as you have the mechanics of the Mage and the Fire Knight, having sustain and having beneficial block effect, or to strip the buffs so that like KAMARI does not get soul protection, you will be able to do it just fine. But again, it just depends on your summoner and the monsters you bring. Cleaf's Dark Element is going to give your team damage mitigation, which technically kind of replaces Shannon's defense buff. If you can survive with Crow being your soul link and putting Colleen as an off link, then definitely do that. And with Kina, you can definitely do that because she brings the heals. Cleaf is by far the hardest out of the 3 to do this dungeon, because you don't have that damage like an Orbia and you don't bring heals, so you have to kind of soul link the healer that you bring. But really, it just depends on what kind of damage you can put out. But I mean, with this, I have Orbia and Crow doing good damage, so it makes the run a lot quicker. And my team is still alive, obviously, because Colleen brings that heal block when she's not a soul link, and she can apply attack down, which was Shannon's job. So you can kind of bring an extra damage dealer on soul link just like that. With Kina, you can do that as well, but with Cleaf, you just have that issue of not putting out Orbia damage, but not putting out heals like Kina would. So with Cleaf, you definitely need a big damage dealer. Preferably 2 if you can. Natural 5-star units to think about. North America, you got Narin Ha as a mage. Put with Colleen and Argon and just blow it up. Other good Fire Knights for natural 5-star units. Vanessa for the attack buff and the heal over time. Fire Panda, great frontline tank with provoke, heal over time as well. Not only that, but res up. It's just all about what you've got built. Every account is unique. And that's it for today's video. Hopefully we do get some kind of selector summon for this collab event, because free to play is probably going to get screwed on this. And it's a great collab, everybody's hyped. But don't make it a pay to win thing. The whole game is pay to advance or pay to win, however you want to say it. And every mobile gacha game needs a balance of free to play and pay to win, or the game will fail. If you like this video and like all my content, sub, like, ding a bell. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.